Hi there, folks. Charlie Gipple, the owner of CG Financial Group, your independent marketing organization for annuities, life insurance, and long-term care. Hey, so I posted this post on LinkedIn a week ago that showed my annual statement, my first annual statement. Last year, I put $200,000 into an annuity, and that annuity is going to guarantee me a certain level of income. Well, at any time pretty much, but the target being 19 years from then. I was 46 last year. At age 65, the income guaranteed to me is like $44,000 per year. Got a lot of feedback on that statement because the statement showed basically a negative return over that year, right? Did not get enough interest to even offset the rider fee. But as I mentioned up here, man, look at that horrible growth. But why don't I give a crap? I don't give a crap because it's about income. There are two primary types of annuities, accumulation focused and income focused. I said this annuity is going to guarantee me $44,000 per year, which, side note, folks, that's an internal rate of return. If you know cash flow analysis, you know IRR of over 6% for me and my wife's life, assuming we live to a couple's life expectancy. So I put this out there and got a ton of questions. One question that I want to respond to, because it's a very good question, is this down here. It's Virginia somewhere. And by the way, I love my LinkedIn followers. Thank you for all those that follow me on LinkedIn, and especially those that interact with me on LinkedIn. What Virginia said is, okay, not so much about the stock market, because believe me, I did the Monte Carlo simulations, right? I did the 5,000 different stochastic simulations, and a majority of the time it shows that by me reallocating $200,000, literally like 60% of the time, by me reallocating $200,000 to an annuity away from my stocks and bonds, that I will be able to generate more retirement income than if I otherwise just let the stock market do the 15% per year that it always does. I'm being facetious there, right? So I did the Monte Carlo analysis there, but she had said, all right, not so much the stock market, but my question would be, why didn't you take out a growth annuity? And then when you get closer to retirement, switch it over to an income annuity. Doing that would have gotten you more per year of retirement income. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that, Virginia, that it will get us more retirement income? I'm not so sure about that. So here's the analysis that I did. So she's not talking about the stock and bond and all that stuff. She's talking about, all right, what if you buy an accumulation annuity or two between now and 19 years from now, but then switch it over to, say, an immediate annuity? So here's what I did. I said, okay, let's pretend that I'm 65 years old today and my wife is 67 years old today. So let's move ahead 19 years from last year, and let's solve for this. Let's say, okay, what is the best immediate annuity? This is called a CanX report. I have the ability to scan pretty much the entire industry and find the best paying product out there. This is why I say, hey, when you work with my IMO, you're never going to be out product because I know what's out there. We have the technology. But anyway, okay, $44,000 per year at age 65, a guarantee of that income. How much premium will it require? Looking at the best annuity today, best annuity, at least from a product standpoint, how much premium will that require? By the way, some of you may be saying, why did Charlie run a cash refund? Because that is more apples to apples to what an annuity with a guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefit is, which is what I bought last year. That's more apples to apples because when I pass away and my wife passes away with our GLWB, whatever the balance is there, that goes to our beneficiaries, unbeknownst to a lot of the talking heads that hate annuities. Oh, the insurance company keeps all your money. It keeps the balance. No, it doesn't. Not with guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefits. So I ran a cash refund with this immediate annuity just to make it more apples to apples. And here is what the best product in the industry, at least from a number standpoint, that doesn't always mean it's the best. This is what it shows, that I would need $673,959 19 years from now in order to have a SPIA that will guarantee me $44,000 per year. Number one is can we guarantee that that's going to happen? No. That, if you punch into your financial calculator, you will see that over 19 years, that is a 6.6% compounded growth rate that would be required to turn 200 grand into $673,000. That's not a guarantee. We can't guarantee that's going to happen. Not even in the stock market can you guarantee that's going to happen. That's a conversation that I had in another video going over the Monte Carlo simulation. But back to this. The second point around this immediate annuity is this. Can we assume that can we assume that any of these companies here are even going to be around 19 years from now? I guess I could say the same thing about the annuity that I bought, but let me rephrase that. Can we guarantee that the pricing on this nationwide annuity is going to be as attractive as it is today 19 years from now? No, we can't. I wrote 2 articles. It's on my website. I originally wrote them for Broker World, but they're now on my website. I can forward them to you if you message me. But one article is entitled Charlie's Paranoia of Product Extinction. You see, I lived through the variable annuity crisis. That is the financial crisis. So I was with ING for 11, 12 years. And I was marketing variable annuities back when the financial crisis hit. And I tell you that when the financial crisis hit, products went extinct overnight. And those products were great products, so much that for a decade thereafter, I was told by advisors, man, Charlie, that Life Pay Plus annuity that you guys had at the time, I wish I had sold more of that prior to them going extinct because of the financial crisis. I wish I had sold more of that. And guess what, by the way? That Life Pay Plus product, it was nothing compared to the pricing in these guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefits that we have today. These GLWBs, they've never been better, at least in the 20 some plus years that they've ever existed. Have they been better than what they are today? And they went extinct at one point in time effectively, right? So do I have a paranoia that these wonderful products are going to go away? Absolutely. Do I have a paranoia that the single premium immediate annuity may not be as sexy 19 years from now? You bet that I do. So a 6.6% rate of return between now and 19 years from now is what's required. But then potentially, possibly, maybe you have immediate annuities that are as attractive as they are today. Why not just go into a guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefit last year, as I did, that's going to guarantee all of this? A 6.5% compounded growth rate between now and 19 years from now. And that's on the benefit base, of course, the income value. But then, again, a guarantee of a very attractive payout factor, which is like 6.5% or something like that at my age 65. It's kind of a no-brainer versus rolling the dice with some of this other stuff, at least with a portion of one's portfolio. I emphasize a portion of one's portfolio. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed it.